Alright, so I'm back. And today we're going to take a look at the 2016 Botcon exclusive Transmetal 3, I think they're calling them. Beast Wars Megatron. First off, I want to give a huge shout out to Jonathan S. He picked this up for me. I didn't even know this thing was a thing, and he picked it up for me. So, huge shout out to you. Thank you so much. I'll get you back. And because he knew I'm a huge fan of the Beast Wars Megatron. So, he picked it up for me. But he did more than that. So, before we look at the figure, so here's the rubber ducky that it comes with. Autographed by the voice actor for Megatron, David K. So you can see the Botcon logo and the autograph. Awesome. Thank you so much. And then, quick look at the packaging, because it's a Botcon souvenir. But he also got him to autograph this too. This was unsealed. But doesn't matter to me. I know these things go for a lot of money, but I am definitely going to be keeping this one. My brother's actually displaying my my Beast Wars figure, so that's where it's going to end up or until I can get more shelves. But for now, that's where it's going to end up. Definitely keeping this guy. So it doesn't matter to me that the bag was opened. Yeah, actually, I'm happy that it is, because if it was sealed, I would have been very hesitant to open it, because I didn't want to cut open this and ruin the autograph or something. So, and it does come with the sticker sheet for the eyes. Oh, and I drop them, of course. So these are the eyes for him, and you just apply those onto the dragon's eyes, and then he also supposed to come with a Predacon logo. Jonathan's sending that out. And then we got this little bag with the technical datas and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And the instructions. Not that you really need it. I mean, this mold is pretty old at this point. So I've actually I had the RAD Megatron and the Galvatron. Now, for this one, I know there's like 10 different modes. There's like a jet mode, there's a hand mode, all sorts of different modes with this thing. I'm only going to look at the beast mode and then the bot mode. Mostly because while transforming it to this mode, I was kind of like feeling some of the tolerances might be suffering from a little mold degradation. So I was like, I think I'm just going to do it one way and be good with it. Just because I don't want to damage this figure. Because this means a lot to me. So posability-wise, start with the wings. They are on a hinge that fold in. They kind of go this way a little bit, but again, the joint is really tight, so I don't want to push my luck. There's another hinge here, which folds back, and it can go a little bit further, but again, the hinge is really tight, so I'm a little. I mean, it's fine, but like I said, I don't want to break it. The wings do expand out like that. You got the clear plastic here, yellow painted plastic there. Or red plastic with the yellow. The reds match really well, even though this is just painted on. It all matches pretty well. He's got these two things plugged into the back. And do they fire? Yes, they do fire. So these do fire. Oh, they're pressure launchers. So you just push on that and fires it out. Hey, I didn't lose a missile yet. Kudos to me. So, set those off to the side. The dragon head here can ratchet in and out, like so. It does rotate, but this is one of those joints that's like really tight, so I don't want to push my luck. There's a swivel here, ratchet here, and I think technically you're supposed to have this. Oh, something fell off. You can kind of fold this up if you need to make it look better, but I think that's for another mode. So this ratchet's up and down. Head is on a ball joint, so you get a good range of motion there. This is on hinge, so it just folds up and down. Mouth's open and close. Both are on hinges, so pretty good range there. These little arms, as you can see, they're on ball joints, so they just plug back in, go up and down. There's another ball joint here, so that just rotates around. Legs ratchet up and down, in and out. There's a thigh swivel, bends at the knee, both ways. The foot is on a hinge. And then the tail is supposed to plug in down here, but doesn't really want to plug in very well because, again, I think... Oh, there it goes. Oh, there we go. Never mind. So it plugs in pretty well there. There's a swivel here, so you can kind of get some playability out of that. And then this part is on a ball joint, so good range of motion there. And yeah, that's pretty much his dragon mode. Like I said, I'm not going to go into all the other modes just because I don't want to risk anything. So lots of clear plastic and some tolerance going on, and very exclusive and rare figure from what I'm understanding. Jonathan S. told me that they're going for a lot on eBay, so I looked it up and I was like, okay, I'm going to be really careful with this figure. I'm going to keep this one forever until 10 years from now, and then maybe sell it then when it's worth like a few $1,000s. And Ty's here. He's right here. Alright, so let's get into transformation here. So you want to fold these arms like this, and then like this. Just kind of gonna back out of the way. I think you can go either way here. Yeah, you can go like that. I kind of like it better to have the little claws up front. Alright, and then you want to untab the wings and rotate the legs down. Swivel these around like so. Open up the mouth, or close this panel up. Open up the mouth all the way. Just like so. Rotate the arms down, and then the shoulder pads can come up. And then swivel this here, and it'll click into place. And then you can rotate the bicep around. Foot back, and then that reveals the hand there. So again, rotate this around, and then this will come to the back, and then just rotate a little bit further, and you'll hear it click. Just like that. Hand goes up, just like so. This will rotate around, and down. This. Just like that. Then you can untab the tail. This will tip, rotates around, tabs in, and then this will come all the way down. Let's try that again. Go. As you see, tolerance issues going on here. Alright, and then you open up the chest here, and then you can pull the head out, and then close this up. Just like so. And there is the Transmetal 3 Megatron in his bot mode. So the wings retain the same articulation. They're just reversed now, so these kind of fold over like this. You can also get them back a little bit. Just like so. Head swivels, just like so. Arms ratchet up and down, in and out. Shoulder pads move independently. Bicep swivel, bends at the knee. Hands rotate, just like so. Due to the way everything transforms, there's no waist swivel. Hips are on ratchets, nice tight. A little too tight, really, but ratchet in and out. Thigh swivel, bends at the knee, and then the foot is on the ball joint. Just be careful on these feet because you can kind of open them up too far, and things will just kind of not be so balanced. So you want to make sure that they're kind of like that. And here is his swords. Plug those into his hands. He's a little back heavy, and the jaws are a little loose, so just kind of be mindful of that. And there you go. Really cool. I really like this dragon. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did, or as much as I do. I love this gold chrome, the purple, the reds. It all just blends so well and just invokes the Beast Wars Megatron feel, especially when he was in Transmetal 2 mode with the dragon. So for size comparison, I don't have any other Beast Wars with me, so we'll go some chug guys here. So here he is next to his Seeker. Classics Prime, and the Legends. You see, he's a pretty hefty figure. Back in the day, I believe this was their Mega class, or maybe it was an Ultra. No, I think this was just a Mega, or maybe they started calling them Voyagers at that point. But yeah, he's definitely bigger than Prime there. Maybe this was an Ultra. I can't remember now. But yeah, you can see he's a fairly hefty boy there. Get these guys out of the way. And just to show him off with some MPs. Here he's with an MP car and the MP Prime. So way too big to scale in with the MP Prime figure there. Ultimately, I think he's great. I can't sit here and tell you go pick them up regardless of the cost, just because I know how much they're going for these days. So I can't say that. If you were able to pick one up at Botcon, that's great. If you're able to pick it up for around that price, do it. Especially if you're a Beast Wars fan, I highly recommend him. Outside of that, though, if you're looking for a good toy, this really isn't it, because, like I said, there's some tolerance issues going on, and maybe some mold degradation, which I'm afraid of, just because, like I said, this has been used so many times. Paint-wise, it's top notch. I can't ask for more here. When it comes to the paint, I think he looks and feels great and looks a lot like Megatron. So for the very few people that were able to get it for a good price, and for those of you that are huge Beast Wars fans like I am, hell, I got the Predacon logo on this side of my arm. Kind of hard to twist my arm around. I wouldn't have it any other way, really. I love this guy. I actually like this better than the actual Transmetal 2 Megatron that had come out. back in the Beast Wars. So, yeah, I highly recommend him if you're like that. If you're like me, if you got the money to burn, pick it up at any means. But, I wouldn't expect it to be a toy, which is why I'm not messing with it too much, just because, I know this is a collector's item, and it doesn't feel, like I said, some of the tolerances doesn't feel quite right. But as a collector's piece, it's pretty much all you can ask for. It hits all the right marks. So, all that being said, I'm gonna give him a. I'm not gonna go into how much he's going for aftermarket for the rating. I'm gonna go by how much he cost at the convention, which I think was about $100. So if you were able to pick him up for about that, or just for that purpose there, I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10. Like I said, the tolerances could have been worked out, but then again, we're talking mold degradation, so there's not much to do, and it's not like they're gonna retool the mold just to fix those issues at this point. But of everything in that at Botcon, for all the shit I've given it, for this to be one of the final pieces, they're going out, on top, I think. I think this is a really good way to go out. This and that reflector actually looks pretty good, too. If I could find him, I'd probably pick him up, too. But I saw he was going for about $150. I watched Piog's review of it the other day, and I was like, that's actually looks pretty good. I really like that. So yeah, I would definitely get that guy if I could find it for a good price. I don't think $150 for 3 Legends class figures is an appropriate price. But anyway, all that being said, yeah, like I said, the box set looked like garbage to me. Everything else that they had announced looks but this right here is why I love Hasbro, and and I loved Fun Pub for a long time. Is stuff like this is just like it hits just right. It's just about perfect. Exactly the kind of things I'd like to collect. Those rare oddity items that not many people have. But anyway, I'm rambling now. So anyway, huge thank you to Jonathan S. For picking this guy up for me. Like I said, I didn't know it was even there until he told me, hey, I got this for you. And I was like, oh, man. And at first I was like, yeah, I've seen that Dragon Mode a few times. I'm not too impressed with it. But now having it in hand, it's like, this thing is awesome. So yeah, there you go. Transmetal 3 Botcon exclusive Megatron and Rubber Ducky. And for those of you that are sitting there like, I don't get the Rubber Ducky thing. First off, you don't watch Beast Wars enough. But Megatron always had a Rubber Ducky. So he would Ty's like, I want that. You can't have this one. You get all the other squeaky toys. This is my squeaky toy. But he always had a Rubber Ducky in his Energon baths. So so it's actually pretty cool. And I think somebody had little ones that you can plug into 5mm ports. So I definitely want to try and track one of those down too. So anyway, and if you can get this guy into the hand mode, he fits perfectly around the ducky. So it's actually pretty cool. So anyway, all that being said, again, thank you so much. And I think we'll do maybe Scrapper tomorrow, or maybe Scrapper. I wanted to have more time for Utopia this week, but everything's being really busy. And 4 feet of snow.